Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Netflix's 1899 and the controversy around it regarding a comic book called Black Silence from a Brazilian comic creator whose name is Mary Cagnon. I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. I apologize because I probably got it wrong and it was not my intention to be offensive. Uh, this picture comes from this Reddit thread and we're going to take a look at that in a second. And there's some interesting things about this we're going to talk about. And then I'll give you my kind of conclusion at the end, but you should think about it for yourself. If you've watched the TV show and you've read the comic, great. You already know the answer to these questions. I have done neither. I just learned about this like an hour ago, and I was just reading up on it. So first, let's pop over here, and you can see we get this English translation of this Twitter thread from the artist posted 23 hours ago, apparently. And basically in this, the artist alleges that, hey, they stole stuff from me. And sadly, the artist took their thread down, and I don't have an archive of it. So all we have, because it's right here, all we got is the replies to that, where a lot of people go, "You're stupid," or whatever, like, "You're wrong." And maybe the artist is wrong. I don't know. But what I saw, there was some, like, inspirational imagery. I mean, maybe the gigantic black pyramid on an alien planet thing is not entirely like new material, new territory for any kind of visual medium. But at a very high level, there are some like surface level similarities that somebody who hasn't seen these two properties before might think about. So you got 1899, the TV show, Booyah, or Netflix show, whatever you call that stuff, like the streaming series. You've got Black Silence, the comic. In Black Silence, the comic, humans are going to another world to save humanity. When they get there, they discover this black pyramid, and weird stuff starts happening to the people. In 1899, apparently the people think that it's the year 1899 they're in, and this is all spoilery stuff gleaned from Wikipedia. You've been warned. But people think it's the year 1899. They're traveling on a ship across the ocean. They get to where they're going. There's a black pyramid. They talk about like the nature of reality and stuff like that. And I don't know if things get weird or not. Okay, got it? The really striking thing, though, is that in their marketing material, Netflix used triangular pupils in people's eyes. In Black Silence, people had triangular pupils in their eyes. That's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not so weird because at the end of like both stories have these giant pyramids in them. So maybe this isn't so strange, but it seems kind of weirdly coincidental that you would have a big pyramid and triangular pupils. Now, probably what went down is somebody saw this stuff and thought it looked cool and was like, "Hey, we're going to throw some of this in our series just because it's visually cool looking." That's kind of what I think was going on here. And we're going to pop over here to this Reddit thread. And it turns out Wikipedia, I don't know when they added this, but they beat me to this and threw this up here. Influential profiles of pop culture in Brazil. You know, my music was actually featured on Yo MTV in Brazil once upon a time, because one of my friends recognized a song, which is weird. Nobody told us that. But I digress. We come in here, somebody had just read it and just watched it, and they're like, "Hey, visually there's some similarities." So this is kind of what I got from looking over the Wikipedia page and kind of skimming the artists or writers, creators thread before it went into the black hole. Was there's some visual similarities and maybe some like other, very high level stuff, people traveling, that kind of thing. But ultimately, they're fundamentally not the same story. One probably took some ideas from the other one. And in the world of creators, in the world of creativity, guess what? Everybody is always stealing an idea from somebody. We see something cool and we're like, "Dang, I want to incorporate that into what I'm working on. I want to take that idea, that visual, that thought, that song lyric, whatever it is, and I want to take that and manipulate it and work it into my own creations." That's just a natural part of creativity. How many people out there have been like, "Oh man, I want to have this really cool shonen manga or shonen anime fight sequence in my story. Like, you know who you are. And I'm totally not pointing a finger at myself. Uh, so I think that's kind of what's going on here. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about this, but I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this on YouTube. So I thought maybe it might be interesting to bring this discussion over there and see if, I can reach out and find more people like Litluska here who have seen both. Let's scroll down a little bit. Yeah. Triangles, this is interesting. The triangles in the eyes bit isn't even in the show, but was in promotional material from Netflix. But the triangles are in the show whenever they wake up. Didn't notice it even once. Anytime they do a flashback and does zoom out from the pyramid to their face, when the pupils pyramid shape for a second or two, happens in the show. So apparently that stuff is in the show, but it's not like a focal point of the show, whereas it seemed to be fairly prominent in the marketing materials, like you can see here. It does look like from this eye that only one pupil is triangular here, whereas in the comic material, both are. So definitely thinking just some like visual inspiration is what went down here. And sadly, the artist has like blanked out their Twitter thread, so we can't even go through and examine what they were saying in their native language. I think I retweeted this thing. So if you want to go search through the detritus of my Twitter feed among all the art raffles, you can go find this thing and take a look for yourself and see what you think. All right, that's it. Like I said, I don't know too much. I'm telling you everything I know so you can make this decision for yourself. You can think about it for yourself. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, and bye-bye.